Hello everyone and welcome to another traditional draft of Forgotten Realms. It's a decent pack actually. I'll take the cube. It's a pretty sweet rare 4 mana 4/3 and then basically you can just destroy an opposing creature, well non-ooze, assuming you get to dissolve it before the cube itself dies. So yeah, it's easily the first pick. Otherwise the pack is still pretty decent. I like a couple of commons here. You hear something on Watch and Knoll Hunter, and maybe not the kind of cards I'm very happy to first pick, but they are still reasonable. Barrowin is okay, although double colored, but let's take the cube because that is the pretty obvious first pick here. Okay, so someone has an actual decision to my right here regarding their first pick. They took the rare. Okay. Understand, because the Battlecry Goblin is one of the best uncommons in the set, which I'm going to take here. And well, there's a Yuan-Ti. If I wanted to stay on color, I would take the Yuan-Ti. Definitely a reasonable card. I like it actually quite a bit. But yeah, let's take the Battlecry Goblin because there's not really any. The pick choices are usually this early in the draft. Either you stay in color or you take the best card, and most of the time you take the best card. The only way you would not take the best card is that the color card that goes to your matches your previous pick is so close to the actual best card in the pack that you just decide that okay, fine, maybe I take not the best card just to support my earlier pick or picks better. But in this case, Battlecry Goblin is a lot better than the black 3-drop. Okay, this is still a pretty sweet pack. I'm taking the Dragon's Fire, of course, after the Battlecry Goblin, but Cradle is nice, and Plate Armor is very nice, and of course I still like the Knoll Hunter quite a bit. Another ray of enfeeblement here, but Dragon's Fire is rather easy pick given my earlier choices here. And here, well, unsurprisingly, a lot of blue is open here. And even a nice uncommon 3-drop, the Eccentric Apprentice, a 3 mana 2/2 flyer that ventures as an ETB effect is definitely worth the mana cost easily, and I quite like it. But Vampire Spawn is going to be my pick here. I still have the cube, and I haven't picked other black cards, but I could still be black-red. Evolving Wilds is also a card I wouldn't mind picking here, but I think I'll just take the actual spell here and see if black and red could happen here. And now this pack shows a bunch of green cards, so I have to assume that black and red are somewhat drafted, because I have seen both blue and green being passed in large numbers. But yeah, the Warlock class is definitely a reasonable card, so take it, and let's just try to stay black and red. And it's actually rather easy here, because this pack on the other hand has no green cards, so pretty weird packs actually. But Horde Robber, I'm very happy to pick it. Very nice 2-drop, and things are looking quite fine here. Iron Golem, I'm still not liking it too much, and Feign Death on the other hand is a completely nice 1 mana trick. Also it's good with something like Vampire Spawn and Gelatinous Cube, and also when you have like high value creatures such as Battlecry Goblin, having 1 mana tricks that can save them from death is absolutely reasonable. Sampling Ghast, only card that goes to my colors. Now I have only 2 red cards, but they are fairly good. I'm not sure if I'm going to be black-red though. And here I'll take, instead of the Beholder, I'll take the Barrowin, because I might be white-black. And if I get 9th pick, Barrowin, that is a good sign. So yeah, the Battlecry Goblin is not splashable, because the strength of the card lies in the ability to pump multiple times. And if you only have like a couple of red mana sources in the deck, you won't be able to pump it many times, and then it's just well, you're never gonna splash a 2 mana 2/2. It has to have some actual good ability too. So here I'll take the zombie ogre. I'm not, even if I would end up in black-green, I don't think the druid class is that great. So I'll take the uncolored card, which I might maybe not play as a sideboard, sorry, not as a main deck card, but it's something that I could see sideboarding. This is a best of 3 draft, and therefore, of course, sideboard cards is something to consider during the draft. Now, that's a pick 11 Gnoll Hunter. There's also a Dueling Rapier if I want to kind of stick to black and red. Fate Reversal is here too, but I think the choices between these two, and the Gnoll Hunter is good enough that I'm gonna take it here. Here I can take the Frost Giant. Don't know what's my logic in putting some cards at the sideboard. Let's put it in here. Who knows? Maybe I can be black-blue as well. I'm certainly going to be black because I have here, 6 black cards, each of which is, card I'm happy to play in the main deck. But the other color could be red, green, or blue, or white. Actually, I have options for each of these color combinations. And wild shape, I can take it. I guess it could be a main deck card if I end up green, so let's put it there. Zombie Ogre, I'm pretty sure I won't be putting to my main deck. And Devour Intellect is also pretty bad. Okay. Now, this is the kind of pack you want to open in sealed, because in sealed deck you would have the rare and couple of amazing black uncommons, and then there's even a precipitous drop here, and couple of cards that are not that bad. But of course, the decision is between these 3 cards, and the decision is, I think, incredibly hard. How do I narrow it down even? Because I think each of these have their merits. Reaper's Talisman, amazing way to finish. To kind of complete the game. Finish the opponent. I was going to say it's not just good on defense. Cube and Power Word Kill are always going to be great. I think I'll just take the cube here. It can give you some nice card advantage, but those 2 cards, passing them, that really hurts. Alright, there is a Chaos Channeler, there's a Lightfoot Rogue, and also a Sampling Ghast, but now it's time to think about my second color. I could take the Lightfoot Rogue here, and still kind of keep my options open, but I'm actually seeing also Purple Worm, but I think given that I have Battlecry, Goblin, and Dragon's Fire, which are definitely better than Gnoll Hunter and Wild Shape, I wouldn't take the Purple Worm over the Chaos Channeler here. Now I have 2 4-drops already, but this is really good. So I take this, and I try to be black-red if I can. Okay, that's not bad. I can take Black Dragon, UNT, Deadly Dispute, Fireball, all reasonable picks. But what is the pick? I kind of like the UNT more out of these. The 7-drop is a 7-drop, and while you can get some treasures to make it actually castable even without 7 lands, I just like the UNT a lot, and I don't have more than one 3-drop currently. So let's take it and see how it goes forward here. Okay, so there's a Tiger Tribe Hunter. There's a Thieves' Tools, which I wouldn't have minded because it's pretty decent with the Hood Robber, and of course the UNT, and with anything that with anything that this makes unblockable, it's a reasonable card. But I think that Tiger Tribe Hunter is just too strong to pass up, and this will lock me down to black-red. So I don't think I care what else I'm gonna get past. I will be black-red in this event now. Yeah, these are all good cards, and here I see Thieves' Tools, Deadly Dispute, Skeletons. Well, I don't need any 4-drops. I have 3 fantastic 4-drops here, so Skeletons is a no-go. I like still the Thieves' Tools here. Deadly Dispute. I have these. If I see a Price of Loyalty, I might be interested in also these to kind of have the sacrifice outlets, but I think my deck just might prefer the Thieves' Tools a bit more here. Okay, well, another Tiger Tribe Hunter combined with, it's the same uncommon run, at least with considering these 2 cards. I don't see the 3rd uncommon here. But yeah, Purple Worm is also going to be passed. Someone is gonna get like a pick 7 or later Purple Worm. I don't think that's right because it's an incredibly good card. But the Vampire Spawn is the other option, which is definitely something to consider. But Tiger Tribe Hunter, I have no more 5-drops than the one Tiger Tribe, and nothing that costs more than that. So it is in the end a pretty easy pick. Here, Iron Golem, well, I just have better 4-drops here already. I don't care about it. I'll take the Unexpected Windfall, which I'm maybe not going to play, but it's something, maybe if I find some actually amazing bomb rare, and maybe I want to splash it, so this helps me doing a splash. Evolving Wilds now is fantastic to get it. A lot of this green stuff here still, Knoll Hunters seem to be not appreciated by the others. Thieves Tools, well, I don't need 2 for this deck, so pretty easy. Alright, so I'm still getting 3 playable cards here. I'll take the drop because I actually have a pretty low amount of removal, so this is fine, even though I'm not exactly going to venture a lot. But -2, it shall suffice now. I can take another sampling cast. And there's a Deadly Dispute. Pretty fantastic. Now if I'm gonna get a Price of Loyalty, I have 3 sacrifice outlets. Dispute and a couple of Tribe Hunters, but the Tiger Tribe Hunters. Anyway, here I don't think this deck is gonna play 2 of those Thieves Tools, so that's why I would chose the Clattering Skeletons, but I put it to the sideboard right away. I think I might want to have the sideboard Demogorgon's Clutches. Who knows? Sometimes you might wanna make the opponent discard too. But yeah, it's not a main deck card. Wow. Dragon's Fire, Battlecry Goblin. Well, I'm happy, of course, because if I open either of those, I would be thrilled, but now I have a difficult decision. Oh man, so good. Both are so good, but 11 creatures, and this can just win the game. Dragon's Fire is very good, but I'll just take the Goblin here. It's just in some cases you just win because of this one card. Right, so here, well, again, I have all the mythics from the set already, so no need to redraft anything unless I want to have 40 gems out of this pack, but I think the Plundering Barbarian is easily the pick here, because I want to have some artifact removal at least available as a sideboard option, but I think it's pretty easy to play this card also in the main deck, so I'll take the Barbarian. Also, pretty decent curve here. Having another 3-drop is not bad, and I guess I need a couple of 2-drops, and then I'm pretty much good to go. Okay, so there's a third Pebble Wem I see in this draft. Werewolf Pack Leader. I could have gotten a pretty great green deck, but in pack 1 I got the late Knoll Hunter, but didn't see that many great green cards. I'm not sure what happened in the draft, but all this green stuff going here is pretty funny. Alright, so Death Priest of Miracle. I guess I could take it. It's my 4th 4-drop, but it is pretty good. Okay, I'll take it. I'm not sure. Okay, here there's a Pelorsinger, Temple of the Dragon Queen, and Evolving Wilds. Well, I take a land here. This is a decent card, but I actually just want to have the free mana fixing. But which of these is better? I have no dragons here, no. This is always gonna be tapped, but I guess I take the deck thinner, right? I'll take the deck thinner. Okay, it's possible I still find a dragon, so maybe it would be better in that case. Alright, well, I take more mana fixing here. Maybe now I take the dragon thing. Okay, I'll take now the uncommon land. And for the sideboard, I have a Zombie Ogre, but I'd rather have the Herald here available. And another Yuan-Ti. Okay, this pretty much wraps it up. Well, actually, I'm at 22 playables, but I can play maybe some of these, and maybe I find something here. Eyes of the Beholder, more like a sideboard card, I think. I didn't seem to get the Price of Loyalty, and that was the last pack I saw in the draft, so no, there's no Price of Loyalty. I don't think I saw the card, even once here. Okay, Hide Hexblade, that is kind of, that wraps it up. I could just have a deck here, 23 spells, 16 creatures, 7 non-creatures. Goblin Javeliner, I don't care about it, I just take the uncommon. Yeah, I can play the Unexpected Windfall, it's not bad. Knoll Hunter, I'll take it now. Man, I have 2 very late Knoll Hunters, I didn't even, I'm not even green here. Alright. So the deck seems pretty okay. I just think, should I have the other Dragon's Fire instead of the Battlecry Goblin number 2? I have not a lot of removal. I didn't even see a Farides Fireball. I had one in one pack, but I picked something else over it. So the lack of removal might be like slightly problematic, but I think the deck... Okay, do I play all of these? Maybe I do. I mean, I'm just a sucker for mana fixing, and that is for Ender Stabbed lands, but I just love that my starting hand has all the colors, and with 4 lands that can, get me either color, I think I'm good to go. Now the Clattering Skeletons, Herald of Hadar are the cards I maybe good main decking, so let's see, because there's the Unexpected Windfall. I'm not sure if I want to play it. That's 16 creatures though. Maybe the lack of removal here might make me want to play the Eyes of the Beholder. By the way, I said I don't have a lot of removal, but I kind of forgot the double cube. That said, these are somewhat unreliable. Let's say you remove a 6-drop, and you would have to have 7 mana to actually dissolve it, so it could be only a temporary removal sometimes, but it still counts as removal of some kind. But I'm thinking about not playing the Unexpected Windfall and playing the Eyes of the Beholder still. I think it wouldn't be that bad in terms of mana, because I have only 2 5-drops and nothing currently that costs more than that. So 2 5-drops, 1 6-drop, and I have some amount of treasure generating. Not a lot though, but some. Double Sampling Ghast. Unexpected Windfall. Yeah, I guess I'll cut it and put the removal here. It's not a great card, but I think in this deck it might be fine. And what else? I could like cut 1 Sampling Ghast to play something like a Clattering Skeletons or the Herald of Hadar. Don't think I want to play the Unexpected Windfall. But I mean, the Sampling Ghast it's a perfectly reasonable card. I think I'm just having this main deck, and I will adjust then based on opponent's deck maybe. So I have only 7 red cards here, but I want the early red. I have a double caster, and these want to have a lot of red sources as well. So 7 6. This is like 11 black and 10 red, sort of. I'm just thinking here actually that Tiger Tribe Hunter, because I don't have any price of loyalties, I don't have a lot of creatures with high power to throw away here with this thing. That's why I'm actually thinking about cutting a Sampling Ghast and playing the Clattering Skeletons in the end. After all. But do I want to do it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have a fairly low amount of early drops, so I think I'll just play it like this. And I think this is the mana. Let's use the suggested lands here. I think it's fine. So let's go. Okay. Fine hand, nothing wrong with this. I can play my casts out, and then I can get my red mana here. Even 2 of that. Okay, the opponent has an Evolving Wilds, so they are thinking about the priority. I'll just use this right away just to save some time here. Okay. Do they find what they need? Zardos. So they have used almost a minute to play Evolving Wilds and get a land with it. Mountain. I'll get a mountain as well. Play the other ghast and that's it. Lair of the Hydra, okay. Veteran. Okay, that's that's lands. I will raise here. Don't know if that's smart. I could attack with one and leave the other one to block, but I don't feel like it. So what is the 3-drop, or do they have one? They are zooming my sampling ghast. Null Hunter, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the next turn. I want to have a token with this thing. But now I probably want to attack with only one. Maybe I could attack, I mean leave both these to block, but maybe I'll leave dangerously a bit. So if this Death Priest... Oh, okay. This is also a Lord. Well, I guess I missed 1 damage only. Because I still wouldn't have attack with both, so the opponent would be at 15. Okay, well that's a target for the drop here. Now, if they want to, they can actually attack, but that's not that good for them. Because they can, well, they get to do the pack tactics, but what I'm doing here, I'm not blocking the goblin here. I'm doing it like this, and then I'm doing it like this, and I'm going to kill the Knoll Hunter, because I can still kill the Battlecry Goblin with the Precipitous drop here. So this is fine. Okay, that's good, but now it's time to get rid of this thing, also get a token here. So let's do that exactly, and I'm going to scry here for sure. Don't want any more lands here. Well, that I can want. And then I will attack with both of these, and this will trigger end of turn. I will get a 2-2 here. Well, it's 1-1 that gets the boost currently. Well, they don't have a shortage of reasonable 2-drops, definitely not. That's it. Okay, so if I attack here, they are just going to take 4. So the sampling ghast is not going to attack. Because I feel like... Well, no, I'm gonna just play the Tiger Tribe Hunter, but I still want to leave the sampling ghast to block just in case something weird happens. But I will attack with the token here. And let's see what they have now. They still don't have other green for the Lair of the Hydra. Okay, they had no attacks they wanted to make. Oh, this is pretty good. But I do want to kind of leave mana up for this thing. If I play both of these spells, I can't have mana for this. So what I'm doing, I'm going to, of course, trigger the pack tactic, sacrifice the sampling ghast, targeting the Knoll Hunter, giving -1/-1 to the Hobgoblin Captain. And do I want to have the cube even happen here currently? I don't think I necessarily do. I might want to save this for something more problematic. Like a 6/6. But anyway, I will try to attack here at least. So I will get to trigger this. So, sure, I'll attack with these. And then I will sacrifice sacrifice sampling ghast. And yep. So this is gonna target the Knoll Hunter, he's gonna give -1/-1 to the hobgoblin captain. And then I still have the Dragon's Fire up if they have something. Oh, they didn't have anything for that, so actually this seems like they indeed don't have anything. Wow. So it's probably just game over now. So should I play the cube now? There's no mass removal, so yeah, I'm playing the cube here. I can leave the Dragon's Fire for the next turn. They just have a hand of either land or uncastables. And here I will trigger this thing and get another 2/2. So, I mean, how do they survive here? They don't. So they had a lot of 2-drops. I mean, did they play only 2-drops? Yes, they did play only 2-drops here. And these 4 are excellent. And the Armory Veteran is... It's fine if you have a few equipment in the deck. So how do I feel about the cluttering skeletons? Because this is pretty okay blocker on the Gnoll Hunters, even if they have a couple of counters. It's not great blocker on the Hobgoblin Captain, which could have a first strike. I'm not really sure I want to have the clutches here. What is... I mean, they do play red and green, so they could have the Hill Giant Herd Gorger, the 7/6, and then they can have the Earth Cult Elemental, which is a 6/6. So I think I want to have the Eyes of the Beholder still in the deck. And I don't actually think I want to cut anything. I don't want to sideboard into another 4-drop and cutting something cheaper, especially on the draw when they have a lot of 2-drops. I need to have early plays myself, so I will just keep the same deck here. Okay, well that is a 1-2-3 curve here, if assuming that I get some target I want to deal with the Dragon's Fire. So I'm gonna just try to block with this thing and have a Dragon's Fire for some of the other drops maybe. Yeah, I don't need to use it yet. Okay, that actually does need double red, which I don't have yet. Okay, they have some kind of an effect. Okay, but it wasn't a card they were willing to use there. It could be a pump spell, of course. Okay, Veteran. So they played this now. Did they just draw this, or did they have it on the previous turn? Because this feels like they have something like a bull strength, perhaps. So what I'm doing here, I mean, they're gonna block the UNT with the Armory Veteran, but I kind of feel like it is bull strength and not a Dragon's Fire, so I could have a reasonably good Feign Death in here. I guess I'll do that. And hope it really isn't F Dragon's Fire, because then they get a nice 2-for-1 here. Okay, so that wasn't it, so I will get this back as a 3/3, and I can still have my own Dragon's Fire up. And the next turn, that's a Snake Rogue, that's a zombie. Okay, they do that on me, so nothing I can do about it. Eyes of the Beholder lands and a Deadly Dispute. Well, maybe they take the land. Maybe they cast a Deadly Dispute. They took the land, okay. I don't feel like using the Dragon's Fire now. I'm going to start raising them now that I have 4 power here of attackers. So I will get to Scry now. Do want to get to the second red sauce for sure. That's not a red sauce. I definitely don't need the black sauce in here. I'm just playing with Okay, again. No, this time actually, yeah. Well, yes, I admit, I forgot this is gonna get the pump, but I wanted to attack so that my Dragon's Fire is available here anyway, so I wouldn't have played this pre-combat even if I remembered it's gonna pump the sampling gas here. So what's the opponent going to do? They haven't really done a lot in this game. But they have also 5 cards in their hand, that's what it means. But next I can go and get a treasure here. But if I don't draw red sauce, I think I will get a treasure. Okay. That... Well, I'm gonna just use the Dragon's Fire here, right? So that if they want to kill the Yuan-Ti... Okay, yeah, definitely no blocks there. Okay, so... I'm not attacking with the Death Priest, but I am attacking with the... Yeah, like this. Kill the Ranger. And thinking about the sampling gas attack here. Do I want to do it? I will get the treasure token, it's not useless thing to do. So yeah, if they block, I will get the treasure token, it's fine. So now I can choose if I want to get a treasure token from the venture. I mean, the 1-1 isn't doing a lot, but it's the way to get to storeroom, which is a bit more useful than the other 2 options here. So if I go to mine tunnels, I won't be able to get to storeroom. Yeah, I'll take the goblin token now. And play the vampire spawn. Actually... Oh darn. Oh darn. I should have taken the treasure token because I want to pay for this. I'm gonna get a 2-2 here. But I'm gonna lose my... Oh man. I mean, I can just not play the vampire spawn, but the thing is, this also pumps vampires. This is actually a 3-4. Fine. Let's do it like this then. Yep, let's pay it. Oh, yep. I'd rather have a treasure token than the 1-1. But then again, maybe I'm due getting the red sauce. I have all, 4 of my mana fixing lands, and I think still 5 mountains. So I have, 9 cards that can get me the red mana. So it's gonna happen at some point, right? But the problem is if they have like a, well, if they have like a single big creature, they maybe want to just still block the Yuan-Ti. So a single big creature might not be the greatest thing for them. And if they have some smaller creatures, I can potentially attack with the all other stuff I have here. So I think I'm still in a good shape. But yeah, the 1-1 token is not ideal here compared to a treasure. Okay, they are checking my cards. Maybe they have some removal and figuring out who they should kill. Okay, well, they have mana up here. Not with the Death Priest. I will attack with these and see what happens. Yeah, they can kill the Death Priest now, so they will get the token and the Death Priest. Because this will be a... Okay, it will be only a 1-1 now, which is still fine. So I can go to... I think I still go to the storeroom here. Giving a counter to perhaps the 1-1 here. Let's make it a little better now. And there's the Goblin, which is gonna be also... Well, it would be a lot better if I had more red sources, but it's still going to trigger the pack tactics, going to give me a token which I can... Oh, that's not really... One big blocker... No, I mean... that was a fantastic draw. One blocker that even, trades with my guys mostly is not what they need here. I think this is just a lethal attack now. Because of the Battlecry Goblin, I'm pretty sure don't even bother doing the calculations. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be lethal. Because I can pump this twice, so it's, yeah, I mean, it is obvious. It seems like the opponent kind of missed board impacting plays in this game quite a bit of. And I was able to put stuff to the board all the time, and it wasn't really hard to win after that. Okay, I'm on the draw, but a nice hand, and I most likely will play the Hexblade on turn 2 because I don't have ways to make treasures inside, unless I draw one. So this thing pumps vampires, skeletons, and zombies. Snake Rogue. This is a vampire. Elf Warlock. So, okay, this is gonna get me the mountain right away. They have a wizard class, which is a pretty nice card. Let's see if they have time for the level 3, because if they do, I might be in a bit of a trouble. Okay, well, yeah, I'll play the sampling gas because that kind of means that they won't be able to attack with that guy. And if they have some like a flash equipment, I can still block it, force them to use the flash equipment, and get a treasure token that allows me to draw a card from the Hexblade. Yeah, so that's going to be something that they can... Oh, they actually... Well, that's even better. Trading with this thing and getting a treasure token, that is even better than, you know, them having some kind of trick there. Alright, now I see. Now I see there. But, let's see, I have two... Well, this is gonna... I could play just the vampire spawn, but they also can have something... I think the reasonable thing to do here is just to play the Hexblade, which can, you know, threaten to block the spy. And if they have something like a, I don't know, removal on this or trick or something, then I will have mana up for Deadly Dispute to get steal value of the situation. So, let's do like this. And play the swamp here. Oh, I could play the Battlecry Goblin too. Actually, oh yeah, it makes more sense now, because if they do something to the Hexblade, I can still block with the Battlecry Goblin, and I will. I don't intend to give them cards. Paladin class makes it a double block, but I mean, they're gonna get a card if I don't double block, so not really a lot of... Not really much of a choice here. And then I can... I play this guy. This should say black, because I have the mountain here anyway. But yeah, these classes can make things awkward. Okay, they draw 2 cards. No land drop, okay. Well, that means they have 5 5 spells in their hand. I can't say I like it, especially when I drew a land myself. So let's venture. I think I'm gonna venture. Yeah, that is. I need to at least try to prevent drawing any further lands with the scry here, like so. And then I have the vampire spawn, because then I can attack with it being a 3/4 on the next turn, thanks to the Death Priest here. And I guess the Deadly Dispute is up now if they have something. But all of the creatures will have now +1/+1. Problem is if they play like a 4 mana 3/4, that will actually be a 4/5. And I still have a Death Toucher. Okay, so that's okay, the cube. That was a very convenient timing for the cube. So I'll just do the cube thing now instead. Hopefully they don't have a bar the gate. Man, that would be really, really annoying if they had that. Happy that they don't. Sadly, I don't have mana to dissolve it, but if they have some effect on this, I can at least Deadly Dispute in response for the values. Sign of Stygia. Alright, alright. It's a 3-2 that's gonna tap the Vampire Spawn, I think. And then they will trade with the Yuan-Ti. Okay, they chose to do it that way. Interesting. I think they would have wanted to trade with the Death Toucher. I can trade with the Stygia here. No big deal. Oh, they actually chose to do that. Alright. And they had a low roll, so this will untap now. If I get to untap with a cube, I can just dissolve the Waffle Champion. That would be quite nice. Half-Elf Monk, 2-5. Okay. Dragon's Fire, it's good. I don't have mana though to Dragon's Fire and then play this and use the activated ability. Well, I'm just doing this anyway. I don't want to trade with the Yuan-Ti. And now I can attack with all. Yep. Oh, I could have done... Yeah, well, maybe I want to leave the Dispute up. I don't really know, but... The Vampire Spawn would have dealt 1 extra damage if I played the Death Priest of Miracle here. So they choose to block that instead of the cube here. That's okay for me. If I do the treasure token thing, I'm actually going to be able to play the Death Priest and then also... Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna get the 2-2 now. Okay, they get to bounce something. Just the token. It's gonna cut close now. Because they have these amazing blockers. Now this is going to be good. Well, the Yuan-Ti is going to attack. If I attack with all, they block the cube with the Occult Elemental, and they block the dead. Yeah, that's just not a... That's not going to happen. So I'll just attack with this guy. And now someone is going to... No, Fungi Cavern until my next... Now, Dark Pool it is. And let's just do this. I still haven't dissolved the Waffle Champion, but I just don't have the mana to use it. I want to apply pressure here, because that is the only way I can win. With their classes, I'm gonna lose a long game here. Okay, well, that's something I can dispute. Another Waffle Champion, so they have about 3 of them at least. Feign Death, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good with the cube, to be fair. Right. So I'm gonna need 3 mana to dissolve that thing. And then I will need 1 mana for the Deadly Dispute. Sorry, for the Feign Death. And then that means I cannot play the Dispute here. I think I should play it right away, maybe. Sacking the Tri-Punter here. Okay, that Battlecry Goblin, is that going to win me the game immediately or not? I have here 6 mana, so I can play it, haste it up, and then still pump once. They have 3 blockers, no tapping ability available, and even if they tap, they wouldn't be able to block. So I have 5, 6 attackers. I have 2 timeouts here. Okay, so let's count. The most power will be for the Battlecry Goblin and the cube here. They block that, and they block the 3 power Vampire Spawn. Assuming they don't have anything for 1 mana, this is going to be lethal because I will get the 1 token. That's also going to have 1 power. So they can block cube, Spawn, Battlecry Goblin, and they will take through 2-2, 2-2, and the 1-1 Goblin. Oh, it actually will be a 2-2 Goblin. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that if they don't have anything for 1 white mana, this is going to be it. Hopefully I don't make any mistake here. This has to be it, right? They don't gain life anywhere. Yeah, the Battlecry Goblin is the kind of 2-drop that is just so much better later in the game. But you can still play it on turn 2. Just to have something to play on curb. But yeah, this is, no matter how they block, it's gonna be lethal. Currently it is, this is the most they can block, and it's still going to be actually 6 after I pump. I don't even need to pump here, but I could. Alright, so the classes, I was able to apply pressure so quickly that they weren't able to take full benefit from the classes here. And I of course drew some lucky stuff like my Dragon's Fire and the Battlecry Goblin here, but well, I suppose I have 2 of these. Anyway, there's not much I can do about the classes. I'm not playing the Devour Intellect. Even though I have some treasure generating, I just don't think it's a card that's a very reliably good card. Now, how about the Demogorgon's Clutches? Probably not there. Although they have a 6-drop. No, I don't think. Is something here bad? Against the triple 12-volt champion, the sampling casts are actually fantastic. What else? No, I think I just like the deck so much. The Eyes of the Beholder, it can kill the Half-Elf Monk, the Air Cult Elemental. I think I'll keep it there. I don't need the Clattering Skeletons or things like that, so let's just have the same deck again. Well, with my 11 lands that can get me black, I don't have it here. But I do have a Plundering Barbarian. And the Chaos Channeler is really good. And I have 11 cards that can give me the black mana. So it is 1 out of 3. I have like a few draw steps before I actually need it. This... Oh, what the... Can you believe it? I had a legit decision here. I mean, I think I would have sided with the keep here, but I don't know, opponent just was... Something came up, I don't know, this is not the kind of content I want to publish on YouTube, but I mean, since I started recording this, I'm going to publish it, and there's also one match still left, but it wasn't an easy decision here at all. I could see mulliganing this, but I could see keeping it, because with 11 ways to get, because the deck has 7 swamps and 4 lands that can, well, 3 Evolving Wilds, and then there's the Temple of the Dragon Queen, so those can give me a black mana too. So 11 out is quite a bit. 1 in 3 cards is going to help me, and I don't need to draw the black sauce immediately. I need to draw some land to get the Plundering Barbarian going on, and then after that I can actually cast my spells here. So I think I would have kept, because I'm on the draw here, but the opponent decided that they just want to concede and move on with their life, so that was a... Well, let's just say I did win the only game in that match, so maybe I deserved to win here, but opponent could have tried to win 2 games back to back there. Okay, well this time I do have the both colors here. And I think... I'm gonna play the cast here. I might miss out some plays because of the tapped land, but I live. Ingenious Myth. Okay, do they find an artifact? They did not. So am I going to play the Thieves' Tools? I think I'm just playing the Warlock class and the Evolving Wilds. I don't need the Thieves' Tools for anything right now. And I will leave this as a blocker. There's a chance they find an artifact or treasure token and then this becomes a 2-2, so I don't want to block it. And they have a plate armor. Well, at least I will have an opportunity to kill it. That's pretty important. I don't want to face a 5-5 there now. Fan Delver. I don't need any lands, I will just cry them away. That one, if I name red here, yep, that's gonna be a keep on the top of the deck. The Warlock class starts doing its little thing. So the level 1 makes them lose 1 life. Or in my end step if a creature died. Okay, Nadar is really good. It is really good, so I think I'm going to be in a bit of a trouble here, because they can make it a 6-6, it has vigilance and it will venture for each attack. I can't say I like my chances here, but let's try. I have the Eyes of the Beholder in the deck, maybe I draw that and get rid of it. That will need, of course, 7 mana in that case, because this gives, the plate armor gives them Howard 1. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that scared about the 6-6, but the value they get from the venturing here, that is a problematic thing here. Now they did miss a land drop, but they did get a treasure there. Now if I knew they have nothing, I could double block it, but it's very risky, of course, to double block it, or I mean even triple block it. Then again, these colors don't have that many. Grandmaster. So are they gonna get the monk, or are they gonna make can't attack or block? Yeah, that's not gonna attack or block. Wow. The Ingenious Smith, well, that can be a pretty hit or miss. Sometimes it can be pretty good, especially if you have treasure generating, but there are the cards I see here. Plate Armor, Nadar and Grandmaster of Flowers. Even though it's not the best Planeswalker ever, it's still a pretty good Planeswalker, and with the Vigilance Attacker here, I have a lot of troubles here. I will go to level 2 here, see if I can get something. Okay, Blundering Barbarian gets the plate armor, so that is going to help a bit. And then I have a Thieves' Tool, so I can attack the Grandmaster thing here, of course. But even no matter how good is the Battlecry Goblin, I need a Barbarian to get rid of the plate armor here. So can I do any nice trick here? By attacking, no, I can't. I can't deal 3 damage. If I was able to deal 3 to this guy, that would be fantastic. But sadly, that is not the case. I guess there's no reason to attack for 2 damage to the Grandmaster. So I'll just play this thing now and kill the artifact. And now I'm gonna have easier time to make blocks here. They are still going to prevent the Tiger Trap Hunter from attacking. They still are missing land drops. So I guess that's a way for me to maybe somehow try to get them. Oh, they're gonna complete the dungeon here. So that's gonna be a what, 3-4 flyer. No, 4-5 actually. Oh, because this gives +1/+1 to each creature when they have completed a dungeon. Yeah, let's just... How do I win here? Horde robberies. Little unexciting thing. I mean, I kind of feel like I need to have the level 3 here, but it doesn't do much now because I will need to attack as well. Can I... They have a very, very quick clock with these things. The Plundering Barbarian would have been good with the Cloister Gargoyle. I wish I fought my feigned death to kill it. Now I think I have to just play the Thieves' Tools now and maybe make the someone unblockable who it is gonna be, and is there any point to even kill the Grandmaster, or should I try to deal damage to them instead? I think the Grandmaster is not gonna be. It requires 7 loyalty. Okay. I'm just gonna try to finish the opponent here. Play the land here, whatever. They can know what I'm having. Okay, so I can do the thing with the Volo class, the level 3, and they will lose, of course. More life in that case. But I need some lucky draw here.
Stay your hand. Let's talk.
The Grandmaster has effectively been only a removal on the Tiger Trap Hunter, but it's enough here. But they haven't gotten any other value out of it. They just have continuously make this unable to. Alright, so they have a really good deck. They have a really good deck. It might be time to cut my win streak of traditional draft, because I have had a lot of those 3-0 results in back-to-back. I don't recall how many, but that's a few at least. And now it seems like I'm going to have trouble here. Of course I have games 2 and 3, but now I'm going to die because the Cloister Gargoyle, I have nothing to beat it. I can't gain life, so that's it. It was a good draw, but it's just not enough in this pod position here. Yeah, but Nadar getting the the dungeon there with plate armor, that is fantastic. So Demogorgon's clutches now. These stuff. I don't think there's anything. I'll just keep the same deck. I think in this case my deck's sideboard is not really offering too much good options. Or maybe the opponents have decks that make my sideboard options not that great. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I want to play the Sampling Ghast. Maybe it can ping a few points of damage here. And then next turn I can play the other Sampling Ghast while I get another. Do I want to thin my deck? Actually, I don't want to thin, so I'm gonna play this for red. And then next turn, if I don't draw land, I can get the mountain, probably with the Battlecry Goblin. Okay, Steadfast Paladin. Okay, I don't. How do I do it? Yeah, I'll just attack with 1. Other one will be a blocker. I will have this here, and then I will get a mountain from here. And they have a very good white rare too. I mean, one of their white rares. So they have a white mythic rare planeswalker, and they have 2 rares at least, Dancing Sword and the Nadar. So now the question is, am I going to let them gain 4 life, or am I going to sacrifice? I mean, I think I have to kill it. They can make a 2-1 flyer for themselves, but I can't kill it. If this didn't have a lifelink, it would be a very different thing. But and they didn't make it a flyer, which actually also makes sense because this is 1 equip cost +2/+1, an amazing boost effect. Here what I can do though is, well, if I did have a land, untapped land, I could play the Hexblade and the Yuan-Ti. But I think I have to pass on the Hexblade right now. I mean, I don't want to gamble to draw an untapped land. This is gonna be a swamp now. I have the Thieves' Tools that allows the Yuan-Ti to start venturing, but I'm not sure how good that's going to be in the long run. But we will see. Am I going to play the Hexblade by sacrificing both treasures? I don't think, but I will scry here and see what happens. Dispute is good. Yeah, I'm definitely not sacking anything here right now. They can start attacking for 6 though. But I can take 6 once. Then I can block with the cast and dispute it, for example. And that's actually good with the 12 champion, although they're gonna... No, it's not that good. Because they have that option available. Treasure or a goblin? Yeah, well, I'll take the 1/1 for the jump blocks. Maybe I should first do this though. Actually, I should sack this for black. And I will use one of the red sources here. Play the Hexblade, see what I draw. Feign death. Okay. Okie dokie. Now I could leave this as a blocker, but I don't think that's the winning play. I wanna start to continue venturing here, and it's going to be the 1/1 here. So what I'm doing here is... I don't think I need to use the feign death here. It's not really... None of these are good enough to bring back, I don't think. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to block this here, and then I'm going to block this here. And then I'm going to use the Deadly Dispute, sacrificing the Sampling Ghast, giving -1/-1 to the Glidering Skeleton so they would die. And now I could use the Feign Death on the Hexblade to get it back as a 3/3. Is that something I want to do? I just don't think it is. They went to Fandelver, scried one to top, and they have a white dragon. Because why not? Alright, that will be not making any attacks here, sadly. Well, this is very easy turn now. I'm gonna go here and block, use the Feign Death, and of course I'm gonna take the white dragon here still. But I'm in a position where I can't. I'm definitely here losing the game. So I will take the 4 here. Hope this works, and it does work actually. And then the Eyes of the Beholder can get rid of the white dragon. Let's see if they want to make a 2/1 flyer here this time. They did. That makes sense. Okay, and they have a battle win here. They get the 1/1 token here. Okay. Alright, so definitely I'll just attack with these guys and see what happens. Okay, I get to exile 1 card. That is playable. Oh, Dragon's Fire. Before blockers? No reason to do that before blockers. I don't think so. I actually don't have mana to use the Dragon's Fire and the Eyes of the Beholder, but I guess I can still take the white dragon here, and even the Dancing Sword. This has Ward 1, so if I want to kill that guy, I'm gonna go to Storeroom or Dark Pool, which is gonna be. I guess I want to just have a counter on Yuan Ti. Is the 1 life going to matter here? They don't have completed dungeon, so Barrowwind currently is just a 3/3. I don't have to care about that too much. I think I'm gonna kill the Dancing Sword. It's going to cost 3 though. Well, anyway, let's do the damage here, and I feel like the Storeroom is the better thing to do here. Is it though? Or do I want the dark pool? The thing is, they still have a 2-turn clock. Although if they go to dark pool somehow, I think I have to go to dark pool. That might be relevant to 1 damage, because if I kill this white dragon still takes 3 attacks. Even if I lose 1 from the dark pool, they might be getting from some venture effect. But if I kill the dancing sword, that is 3. So I guess I can't play the Death Priest of Miracle. But then again, the Yuan-Ti is quite okay. I can sacrifice 1 treasure for the Yuan-Ti. So yep, I will do this, and I will auto pay this. He dies, and then I have this by sucking a treasure, and I will still have 1 treasure, so even if I don't draw a land, I will be able to kill the white dragon here. And if they attack with the Barrowing, I'll just simply block with my Yuan-Ti here. I still have the Chaos Channeler here also, dealing 5 to them. Okay, that's not bad. I get to draw a card from the Temple of Dumathoin. Okay, Clattering Skeletons. A bit annoying, but something I can still live with. And I'm still doing the Chaos Channeler. Although... yeah, I am. It's going to die, but... okay, I get to exile 2 cards. What they are, land and land. Well, that's very simple then. I will get to draw 1 other card here, and these guys die. They get to decide how they want to venture. Dark Pool or Restore Room. Dark Pool. I draw a card. That's a good one. Play the Swamp from the exiled cards, and then I would want to play the Death Priest of Miracle here. Get the 2/2. Then I would go to 1 life when they attack with this, and I can just have a risk of, you know, just losing the game. I can Eyes of the Beholder this thing, and I lose some stuff in here, because I still need to win the game. I think I'm going to actually play the Death Priest here and take the risk here. It seems like it is what I need to do. But now I will lose to anyone. Okay, that's it. But the opponent had a very, very good deck. So if I had the Eyes of the Beholder here, then they would have played the Delver's Torch. They would have drawn a card, attack with this being a 1-1. I would have probably jump blocked it instead of going to 3. I had the Tiger Tribe Hunter. I have the Yuan-Ti dealing some damage all the time here. I just felt like I have a better chance to win the game, because this was still a very small clock. I mean, not small, a very slow clock, dealing 2 per turn here. So I felt like I want to have this additional board presence, so that if they don't have anything too impactful, I can just kill the dragon and maybe attack even with more than just the 1 guy here. But now that they had a Delver's Torch here, yeah, of course the Eyes of the Beholder would have been the better option, but yeah, I don't know. It is tough to say, because the other thing that this would have been good with is that because I had now the Death Priest of Miracle on the battlefield. Let's say they don't have a Delver's Torch or any other way to deal the extra damage here. They attack me to 1 here, and next turn I will have the Eyes of the Beholder. I'll kill the dragon, and I will also have the mana to get also the other skeleton creature token with the Death Priest here. So I kind of was able to increase my board presence quite a bit. Of course, I was very, very vulnerable to any flyer, but I don't think it was a bad decision to do the Death Priest instead of the Eyes of the Beholder. And this is, I mean, I lost 2-0. I didn't even win a game. Even if I won that game, it would have been tough to try to win the final game, because the opponent really had a good deck. So yeah, let's claim the prize. The deck was, I mean, don't think there's any reason to see the deck again. It had a good assortment of black and red cards, and 2 wins in traditional draft is always an acceptable result. So I'm not sure what's the next event going to be. So it is going to be some kind of draft, but it could be the Ikoria draft. It could be a traditional draft of Forgotten Realms. well, we will see. It will happen on the next day anyway. I mean, the video will publish on the next day. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.